So first of all, in moments like these, the human brain distorts information. And I'm not saying that about anybody in particular. I'm saying that about the human condition and situation. So, I can't tell you the number of times I've made such statements and had people tell me I said something that I didn't intend to say and don't think I said. So I want to start by asking us to do our best to be calm and do your best to hear me, to hear what I say and to hear what I don't say. And one unfortunate thing is we don't have time this morning. We just don't have time to set it up for comments and questions. So this is a one-way communication. I want you to know I'm fully aware of that I get to talk and you don't. That's what that means. And so, yes, unfortunately. So, as you make your way out of church, if you would like to talk to me, let's arrange that. I'll be at the door. As you come out of church, feel free to say to me, I'd like to talk with you. And if we as a community decide we'd like to talk together about this, then I'm more than happy, and your vestry will be more than happy to arrange an opportunity for that. So let me start with that. Now, please hear me. I am not commenting on the Trump administration in general. I'm not commenting on Donald Trump, and I'm not commenting on the Trump administration in general. What I want to comment is on the strategies and tactics of ICE. Immigration, corrections, and enforcement. Is that right? I always get that wrong. Come again? Immigration and customs enforcement. I want to talk about their strategies and tactics. And then what's happened. By the way, ICE came into existence in 2003, so it's been around a long time. What I want to comment on is what's happening now. First of all, I'm a student of leadership. That doesn't mean I'm any good at it, but I'm a student of it. And one of my mentors is Edward William Deming. If you remember, he's the man who started Total Quality Management. And there's a lot to say about him. But one of the things Deming said is that when there's problems in organizations, it's 94% systemic and 6% personal. I have found that to be true. What I see happening in the strategies and tactics of ICE is a systemic matter. It's across the system. It's not about the individual people. Now, they always have a part to play, but it's a systemic matter. To start with, systemically, we have armed, masked military patrolling our streets and confronting us. We have armed, masked military pulling people out of their cars, entering their homes without warrants and against their will, and confronting people throughout our country. So let me read to you from the Constitution of the United States of America. This is the First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or of abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Notice it says the people, not the citizens. Now let me read to you from the Fourth Amendment to you. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched, and the persons or things to be seized. Notice again, it references persons, not citizens. These rights belong to every person residing or visiting in the United States of America. And what's important to grasp about this is the entire Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. And by the way, the Declaration of Independence is a document of protest. They're grounded in inalienable human rights. This is all about the inalienable rights of being a human being. What our baptismal covenant urges us to do, respect the dignity of every human being. Seek and serve Christ in all persons. The strategies and the tactics and the behavior of ICE are betraying these commitments. They're betraying the very foundation of our nation. And for us as Christians, they're betraying the heart of the gospel, the heart of Jesus' teaching and practice, and our own baptismal covenant. I want to read to you a statement made by the Phoenix Police Department. It is the mission of the Phoenix Police Department to serve everyone in our community with dignity and respect. We are committed to protecting the rights and safety of every person who lives, works, and visits our city. With heightened concerns about the presence of outside agencies, including federal law enforcement, such as Immigration and Customs Enforcement or the National Guard, we want to share what our community should expect from Phoenix police officers. Phoenix police officers will always identify themselves in the course of their duties. Officers responding to calls or conducting enforcement are not permitted to wear full face coverings. Officers' uniforms must display visible Phoenix police identifiers. Building trust and transparency continues to be our focus. That is, we work together with the community, not confronting them and against them. We have a shared responsibility as a community to care for the rights and the dignities of everyone that is present. Do you hear that? And by the way, protest is not just our right, it's our duty. It's our responsibility to protest when these rights are being violated. Not just our right, it's our duty. If you encounter someone claiming to be a Phoenix police officer who refuses to identify themselves or lacks visible markings, and you want to confirm their identity, call 911 immediately. If the situation is happening now, if it's not an emergency, they give another number to call. That's who we intend to be. That's the way our Constitution, our Declaration of Independence, and our Bill of Rights defines how we function as residents or visitors in our country. Alex Jeffrey Preddy was a model citizen by all accounts, an outstanding human being, an ICU nurse at a veterans hospital. Federal agencies have portrayed him as a domestic terrorist. Now, we don't have all the data, but for the data we have, nothing could be further from the reality of this man and his life. Apparently, his last words were when he was trying to help a woman who was knocked to the ground, and he reached down to help her and asked her if she was all right. We will pray for Mr. Preddy in our prayers this morning. Now, here's what I'm asking of us. I'm asking you to think about these things. I would urge all of us to read the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, and the Bill of Rights, and all the amendments. I would urge us to be informed citizens. And then I would urge us, as we are led, to contact our representatives. Contact them again and again and again, letting them know your thoughts and your feelings, and letting them know that influences your vote, and letting them know you're going to lobby for your thoughts and feelings to influence other people's votes. Contact them, let them know. Also, participate in protests as marches or whatever as you feel led. And as you feel drawn to do that, you can do that. It's not just your right, it's your duty to do that. Now hear me. Do it as followers of Jesus. Now I'm going to start preaching. Do it as representatives of the gospel. That means do it with kindness. That means do so with empathy. That means do so with understanding. That means do so with respect for the dignity. Seek Christ and serve Christ in everyone. It means be kind. Heap love on your enemy. For those that do evil, heap goodness upon them, is what St. Paul tells us. Be different. Be the change that we want. And let's do it as individuals and as a community.